Morning. Welcome on this Wednesday morning, April 14th. I am on location here at New Melones Lake, and the bridge you see kind of behind me is the 49 Bridge. Good morning, Steve and Andrea. And I decided not to pre-record today just because I thought I could work it out time-wise. And I could, after we do our devotion, I could head right out there. I have my kayak. You can't see it, it's out of frame. But I'm going to launch it here and go fishing today. Jeremy and Wendy, good to see you this morning. Barbara Whitney, good morning, welcome. Carmen, good to see you. Alyssa Tucker, good morning. Yeah, I said yesterday I was going to try to take a day off today, and here I am. It's good. It's a good thing to stop and slow down if you can. I'm so grateful for the opportunity that I can do this, unplug for a few hours and be rejuvenated. So grateful. Jim and Kathy, I saw you. Ryan Davey, good morning. There's a couple other names. Debbie King, I think I saw your name go by. So I'm in Psalm 131 this morning. And let me grab my Bible really quick. Good morning, Mike and Kim. Psalm 131. It's only 3 verses long. And it's not even in the reading schedule for today, but it was near one of the Psalms for the reading schedule, and I found it, and I thought, I want to dwell on that. And this is a song of ascent by David, and I'll just read the 3 verses and then make some comments on it. O Lord, my heart is not lifted up. My eyes are not raised too high. I do not occupy myself with things too great and too marvelous for me. But I have calmed and quieted my soul, like a weaned child with its mother. Like a weaned child is my soul within me. O Israel, hope in the Lord from this time forth and forevermore. So this is a Psalm of David, and he initially is speaking about, I believe, ambition, that he's not overly ambitious. And he contrasts that with a child who is completely satisfied. He goes, my soul is like a weaned child in my mother's arms. And he says, I quiet my soul. And I'm not trying to attain things too lofty for me, too wonderful for me to attain. He has a contentment about him. And a couple of takeaways I have, first of all, obviously applying to ambition, there is appetites that we have for success, particularly if we are. It's okay to be ambitious, obviously. We all are it to some degree. I enjoy setting goals and achieving those things. But I think if ambition and the pursuit of success, it completely drives us, that we're just always have this appetite for something that's just out of reach, just on the horizon. We're just keep pressing forward. We will never be satisfied. We'll never reach that place of calm, quiet, because we're always pursuing, always running, always going. And so the point this psalm was for me today with regard to that is you have to take time to slow down, to accept our limitations, and realize that God is the one. Another psalm is just on the other page from my Bible from this one is a psalm that, I'll just read it, a bit of it. Psalm 127 says, unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. So we understand with all of our ambitious hearts and trying to achieve and be efficient and be goal setters and get things done and be product oriented, whatever we're doing, unless God, do you see that fish jump right behind me? Anyway, I'm going to head out there in a minute. Sorry. If you're completely obsessed with success, you'll never really achieve contentment. And God is the one who is going to give us his definition of success. And we We need to redefine our understanding of God's course for our life by His standards. And that is to be able to slow down, to accept our limits, and find quiet for our soul. So another application I think is secondary to this in accepting our limits is the fact that there are a lot of things in this world that I can't do. They're outside of my abilities. They're outside of my, they've crossed the line of my limitations. And I'm not talking about just skills and abilities, as you might think about to achieve a goal or something. But actually, as a pastor, I run into this all the time, is that I have a responsibility for people. God has put me in the care of a congregation for their spiritual growth, maturity, comfort, to make sure that real needs are met and so on, that we collectively work together to build one another up to maturity. And along with that comes a heavy weight. And we have to understand, I have to understand my limitation in that I am not responsible for other people. I am responsible to other people. What do I mean by that? It's such an important differentiation because I often am walking with people through, and we're all very aware recently, we're walking with one another through very difficult times, loss, grief, facing varying kinds of struggles. This entire year has been defined by that almost. And if I have this feeling, this sense, this self-appointed responsibility for other people, what that means is I'm trying to take on their responsibilities, their burden. I'm taking responsibility for their choices, for their circumstances, and I can't do that. Paul says in Galatians chapter 6 that we should bear one another's burdens, but that doesn't mean that we have to bear it for them. The differentiation is we bear it with them. We walk alongside. I can't change your circumstance. I wish I could just take the pain away. I wish I could fast forward time to get to a particular goal that you're striving for, that you're learning perseverance and endurance, and we don't understand why things are taking so long or why there are obstacles in our path. I wish I could just reach out and remove those. I wish I could fast forward time to get you to where you need to go. But that's God. That's up to God, not to me, right? So I can't bear your burden, but I can bear it with you. I can help. I can walk alongside. And it's so freeing to me in my heart. My heart has hurt so much in the last month, the last year, but the last month especially. My heart hurts. My eyes have leaked more in the last 2 weeks than in the, probably, in the last couple of years. I don't know. They've leaked a lot on behalf of other people, and that's good. That's okay, as long as I understand my limitations. That my role as a friend, and all of us really, not just me as a pastor, but all of us, we just walk together in life. I can hurt for you. I can bear the weight with you, but I can't take your burden away from you and put it on my shoulders. I can just walk alongside, and by doing so, we all collectively, when we do this, the burden is lessened. It's lightened. I had a conversation with Sierra, who we recently hired as our ministry director, as you know, and it's been such a great thing having her in the office. And she recently asked me, I feel like I'm not taking anything off your plate. I feel like you're still doing the things that you do, and I'm realizing I can't do those things for you. And I assured her that the thing is, you're doing things that I can't do. And the fact that you're here, you're walking alongside ministry with me, I can't tell you how much that lifts my spirits, that I see things getting done that I just don't have time to get to, and they're important things, and you're doing them so well. and we just lift each other up when we do that, when we just walk alongside one another. And so how does this apply to Psalm 131? I apply it in the sense that I have to understand my limits. I'm not trying to achieve things too lofty for me, too wonderful, outside of my grasp, and bearing other people's burdens for them is outside of my ability. My responsibility is to them, to bear the burden with them, to walk alongside. And therefore, in the midst of that, I can calm my soul. I can slow down and find a sense of contentment. Because it's not my responsibility to solve the world's problems, but it is my responsibility to love people. And in that, God gives me strength. In that, God gives us all wisdom. And together, we just keep stepping forward. So I can take a day off today, like I'm doing right now. I'm going to go fishing here in a minute. And rest knowing that God is still working. I can just stop and okay, it's not all on me. God, you're doing it. You are working. You are at work. See that fish jump just there? I got to get out there. God, you are good. I'm going to enjoy the fact that you carry on even when I can unplug and take a break. So, Lord bless you today. I hope you enjoy your morning. And hopefully I will catch some of those fish that are out there pretty active this morning. And we will see you again tomorrow.